You see, Ranger constructs their boats from the outside in. It starts with polishing the mold to a high gloss that prevents sticking when the boat hull is removed later on. Then it's masked off for each unique design element, such as the famous Comanche striping in various colors. The mold is then wheeled into a climate-controlled paint booth, where both temperature and humidity are carefully monitored, ensuring that gel and paint cure fully, which gives a Ranger boat the best looking and most durable finish anywhere. The first layer applied is actually the outside of the boat when it's finished, and for polymer boats, this is called the clear coat. Then additional layers of color are added. And notice that Ranger uses highly trained craftsmen, not robots, to deliver quality custom finishes. It's this attention to detail and quality inside and out that makes Ranger unique. It's about building a boat that fits you perfectly, and with the high level of customization, there is no one better to trust with your dream rig than the fine folks from Flippin', Arkansas. The next step is the lamination process. It begins as a lightweight coat of fiberglass that acts as a barrier between the gel coat and the rest of the laminate. Then additional chop strand fiberglass is layered to create a mat until it reaches the desired thickness. Ranger has learned through real-world testing that stresses vary by location on a boat. This is addressed through a process called zone tempering. This simply means that Ranger builds the hull to varying thicknesses to account for the amount of stress a specific area might see throughout its lifetime. The high stress points on the hull receive additional layers of what's called woven roving. This is fiberglass that's woven together in the direction that needs strengthening. Applying multiple layers creates a sandwich of super strong fiberglass. A second type of fiberglass is used to temper the hull and is made from continuous roving. This is a rope-like stranded fiberglass that's saturated with resin and laid in the strakes, which adds incredible strength to the whole bottom. Once it's cured, continuous strand fiberglass takes on properties similar to rebar that's used in construction. That adds tremendous directional strength because of the very high fiberglass content. Ranger uses this superglass, while many other manufacturers use a putty compound that's prone to chip, break, and crumble. The hull is starting to resemble a boat. So let's take a closer look at what makes the inside of a Ranger so special, and how we deliver that signature one-piece feel. Beginning at the back of the boat is what is called the pultruded fiberglass transom. After that, the stringers are added. These stringers are made of 100% fiberglass, so there's no wood to rot and no mystery composites anywhere. What you can't see inside the stringers is the injected closed-cell flotation foam in every available cubic inch. This leaves no gaps, spaces, or holes, and is the first step in delivering that famous Ranger one-piece feel. The foam has a weight of about 2 to 2.5 pounds per cubic foot, so for its weight, it's extremely strong and buoyant. And in addition to buoyancy, the foam insulates and dampens noise in the hull. Located on either side of the transom are foam tanks, which in addition to flotation, also add strength and help unitize the rear of the boat, offering support unlike any other design. Some manufacturers use their rear deck for support, but the Ranger cutaway boat proves a rear deck isn't necessary to fully function. It's the combination of fiberglass stringers, foam flotation, and pultruded material that gives each Ranger boat that unshakable foundation and solid feel for which these boats are known. The Ranger deck is built upside down and receives a gel coat and painted layer as its first step. Then, the fiberglass is laminated very much like the hull and uses zone tempering and pultrusion techniques to strengthen the overall structure. As the deck weaves its way through the production cycle, various parts are added onto it. Live wells, storage boxes, and locker lids are all fiberglassed into place. The deck is now ready to be removed from its mold. It's secured, hoisted upward, then rotated 180 degrees so it's right side up. At this point, it is one solid piece of laminated fiberglass with no holes for consoles, wiring access, accessories, or electronics. These openings are precision cut with a computer-controlled 7-axis robotic water jet that uses 53,000 pounds of water pressure to slice cleanly through the fiberglass. taking only a few seconds at each predetermined spot. Pultrusion is added in places where a gas strut attaches to a box lid, the trolling motor, seat bases, and other high-stress areas. What is pultrusion and why is it so important? In the late 1980s, Ranger invented its application in boat transoms, receiving a patent for its unique boat construction technique. Pultrusion anchors the strength in every Ranger boat. Extrusion is when a piece of molten metal is forced through a die, giving it a new shape and a consistent cross-section. Pultrusion simply is the reverse of that, and instead of metal, Ranger uses fiberglass. Pultrusion combines mats and woven roving, saturates it in resin, then pulls it through a heated die. The final product is pound for pound stronger than steel and has incredible screw retention. Pultrusion is significant in that depending on where it's needed and how strong it needs to be, different kinds and layers of fiberglass add strength in a particular direction. This is more important as today's boats are carrying larger four-stroke outboards, plus more accessories such as shallow water anchors. It's finally time to bring the hull and deck together. But before the two halves are mated, foam is added around the parts to solidify their position, and it adds another layer of support, complementing the one-piece feel. Next, industrial-grade bonding adhesive is applied atop the pultruded flooring on the hull. It's this combination of adhesive and pultruded flooring that gives the deck and hull the strongest bond possible. Lowering the deck into place, the two come together in what's called a shoebox fit, which means the deck slightly overlaps the top of the hull. From this point on, the boat is glassed together, built to feel and perform as one solid piece. Another innovative Ranger manufacturing technique is called closed cavity bag molding, or CCBM, and the consoles, storage box lids, live wells, and even trailer fenders are made using this process. Continuous strand fiberglass mat is laid on the mold, while a polymer bag is wrapped around it. A high suction vacuum pulls resin through and around the fiberglass, creating the new part, which, thanks to the CCBM process, benefits from greater consistency and less emissions, creating a more environmentally friendly product with repeatable results. Now that your Ranger is in one piece, it heads over to what's called the finishing room, where it will receive every option and amenity you selected, from trolling motors, electronics, accessories, and the outboard engine. The first step is wiring the boat, and Ranger is diligent about this task. Ranger boats aren't cookie cutter, and wiring is no exception. Every model has its own wiring harness custom built in the plant for each boat. Every wiring harness is tested for complete functionality before it's installed. And when it comes to customization, you choose what goes on your boat. From GPS fish finders to power poles, you get to decide what makes the boat uniquely yours. At Ranger, you choose your engine and brand to power your new dream boat. It's just another example of how Ranger offers the highest degree of customization. After the outboard is hung and connected, your boat receives the final touches, including custom-matched seats and upholstery. Every Ranger features ergonomically designed and bolster-molded foam seat cushions that are covered in marine-grade vinyl. We also use lightweight components and no wood in our seats to ensure durability over time. And where applicable, a padded front casting deck and recessed trolling motor foot pedal relieve stress on your back. These pieces are hand-delivered to the finish room and installed in time to have your Ranger water tank tested to be sure everything is working as it should. Finally, your new Ranger meets its custom-built Ranger Trail trailer. Ranger pioneered custom-fit trailer designs, and today Ranger Trail sets the standard in quality, safety, and longevity. Every curve and every weld is formed in a closely monitored environment to ensure the highest quality from beginning to end of the production process. Every trailer is built from channel steel instead of tube steel, because tube steel has a closed-off interior that traps moisture and can rust from the inside out. Plus, we add a special blend of our road armor-equipped coating to our frames, which is a super tough polyurea sprayed-on coating that's similar to popular truck bed coatings. The